Your energy is your power. Every day you are either expanding it or letting it be drained by negativity around you, whether it's toxic friends, coworkers, or even loved ones stuck in a negative loop. You have the right to protect your peace. This is where the energy reverse method comes in, not by resisting or reacting to negativity, but by redirecting it. Instead of absorbing their energy, you reverse it. Turn judgment into compassion. Turn noise into clarity. Turn pressure into personal power. You don't have to match anyone's low vibration. When you stay grounded, centered, and aligned with your values, their negativity becomes your fuel for growth. The first and most crucial step in protecting your energy is developing the ability to recognize energy leaks. These leaks often go unnoticed because they aren't always dramatic or loud. Sometimes it's the subtle comments, draining conversations, or the sense of unease you feel around certain people. You might not even realize that these interactions are pulling energy from you until you reflect later and notice how tired, anxious, or emotionally depleted you feel. Being aware of this silent drain is the foundation of reclaiming your power. Energy leaks can manifest in many forms, from toxic relationships and manipulative conversations to environments filled with tension and stress. You may find yourself constantly trying to uplift others who never reciprocate, or sacrificing your own emotional needs just to keep the peace. These are red flags. Your energy is being leaked when you're always in a state of reaction, overthinking what others say, or feeling emotionally overwhelmed in their presence. Learning to recognize these patterns helps you distinguish between healthy connection and silent energetic sabotage. Sometimes these leaks come from people we love deeply, family, close friends, even coworkers we care about. This makes it harder to identify the problem because we feel guilty about having negative reactions to people we are supposed to be close with. But emotional closeness does not equal energetic alignment. The truth is, not everyone deserves unlimited access to your energy, even if they've been part of your life for a long time. Recognizing energy leaks doesn't make you cold. It makes you conscious. Another way to identify energy leaks is to pay attention to how your body reacts after interactions. Do you feel energized, inspired, and calm? Or do you feel drained, anxious, and mentally exhausted? Your nervous system doesn't lie. It gives you signals even when your mind is trying to rationalize someone else's behavior. If your gut consistently feels unsettled after engaging with a person, situation, or even certain content online, that's your intuition alerting you to an energy imbalance. Finally, journaling and self-reflection are powerful tools for uncovering energy leaks. Take time each day or week to ask yourself, who or what left me feeling less like myself? What situations made me shrink instead of grow? The more clarity you gain about where your energy is going, the more control you regain over your internal world. Awareness is everything, because once you can name the leak, you can start to seal it. Once you've identified the sources of energy leakage, the next step is to set energetic boundaries, and this goes far deeper than simply saying no to people. Boundaries are not walls built from fear or resentment. They are filters that help preserve your emotional, mental, and spiritual well-being. Think of them as invisible protection zones that allow you to be compassionate and kind without sacrificing your peace or identity. Energetic boundaries are essential if you want to maintain a state of clarity, focus, and inner strength in a world that constantly pulls you in different directions. Setting these boundaries begins with self-awareness. You must be deeply honest with yourself about what drains you, what disrupts your flow, and what steals your peace. If a certain type of conversation always leaves you frustrated or heavy, it's time to establish limits around it. If a person constantly projects their problems onto you without ever seeking real solutions, it's okay to protect your space. Setting boundaries isn't selfish, it's self-honoring. When you understand your energetic capacity, you start to treat it like sacred currency, not something to be handed out freely. Energetic boundaries also require clear and assertive communication. That means learning to express your needs without apology or guilt. Saying things like, "I'm not available to talk about this right now," or "I need time to recharge before I can continue this conversation," helps others understand where your limits lie. It also teaches them how to engage with you respectfully. Boundaries do not need to be harsh, they need to be consistent. When you communicate from a place of calm authority, you train others to meet you at your level instead of dragging you into theirs. It's important to remember that boundaries aren't just for difficult people. They're also for good people with poor habits, those who overshare, complain excessively, or always rely on you for emotional labor. In these cases, you may still love and care for them, but you must limit how much of their energy you allow to enter your space. This could mean reducing the frequency of contact, choosing more intentional ways to connect, or simply creating emotional detachment when necessary. Energetic boundaries are not about distancing from people. They are about protecting your vibration. Finally, your environment is a key area where energetic boundaries should be enforced. This includes your digital space, social media, news consumption, messages, and content that influences your mindset. Curate what you consume. Unfollow accounts that drain your confidence, mute conversations that feel chaotic, and take breaks from the digital noise when needed. Your energy is sacred, and every moment you allow it to be disrupted without permission, you lose a bit of your center. Boundaries remind you that your peace is not up for negotiation. When faced with negative people or draining situations, most of us instinctively react. We argue, defend, withdraw, or internalize the negativity, and in doing so, we allow that energy to take root within us. But what if instead of reacting, you could reverse the flow? This is the heart of the energy reverse method, learning to take in negative energy, transform it through awareness, and send back something higher in vibration: peace, compassion, neutrality, or even silence. This intentional redirection allows you to stay grounded while dissolving the power of negativity. Reversing the energy flow starts with conscious awareness. When someone throws judgment, drama, or hostility your way, pause before you respond. Ask yourself, what energy is this person trying to get me to match? If you mirror their negativity, they've succeeded in pulling you down to their level. But if you respond with calm or detachment, you break the pattern. This isn't weakness, it's strength. You are no longer an emotional sponge. You become a mirror that reflects back only what serves your peace. One of the most powerful ways to reverse energy is through compassion and neutrality. When someone criticizes you, instead of defending or attacking, mentally reframe the situation. Ask yourself, what pain might they be projecting? You don't have to fix them, but you also don't have to absorb their wounds. By choosing compassion instead of conflict, you protect your energy and take the higher ground. Neutrality is another tool, offering no emotional charge in response. It sends a message: I'm not available for this energy exchange. Another essential practice is the intentional use of silence. Not every attack deserves a reply. Not every conversation needs your energy. Silence is not avoidance, it's sovereignty. It allows you to disconnect from toxic dynamics and signal that your attention is reserved for higher-level interactions. When used wisely, silence is a shield. It prevents escalation and reinforces your boundaries without draining you. Energetically, silence says, I hear you, but I don't accept this frequency. That choice alone can shift entire dynamics. Lastly, reversing energy flow means choosing your emotional state deliberately, regardless of external chaos. You get to decide, will I carry peace or panic? Will I react with fear or show up with calm strength? This doesn't mean you suppress your emotions. It means you become the architect of your energy field. Even in tense environments, you can visualize yourself surrounded by protective light. Breathe deeply and choose how you show up. With practice, this becomes second nature. The more you reverse the flow, the more untouchable your energy becomes. In a world that constantly shifts and demands your attention, one of the most powerful things you can do to protect your energy is to anchor yourself daily. Anchoring is the practice of grounding your mind, body, and spirit through consistent habits that reinforce your inner peace. It's about building a stable internal foundation, so no matter what chaos swirls around you, you stay centered. When you're anchored, external negativity has little influence on your emotional state, because your stability no longer depends on circumstances. Anchoring starts with intentional morning rituals. The way you begin your day often determines the energetic tone for everything that follows. Waking up and immediately scrolling your phone exposes you to noise before you've even connected with yourself. Instead, start your morning by sitting in stillness, practicing breathwork, journaling, meditating, or setting intentions. Even 5 to 10 minutes of mindful solitude can shift your vibration and build emotional resilience. These sacred moments act as a shield, allowing you to enter your day with clarity instead of chaos. Equally important is the practice of self-check-ins throughout the day. We're constantly absorbing energy from people, environments, and even our own thoughts. Take small pauses during your routine to ask, "How am I feeling? Where is my energy going?" By doing so, you catch yourself before you spiral into anxiety, stress, or emotional fatigue. These check-ins help realign you with your truth and remind you to return to practices that restore your energy, whether that's deep breathing, a short walk, or just closing your eyes for a moment of silence. Evening rituals are another vital component of anchoring. At the end of each day, you must create space to release what isn't yours to carry. Reflect on the moment that challenged your peace. Was it someone's attitude, a conflict, a thought that kept repeating? Write it down. Let it go through journaling, meditation, or quiet contemplation. Practicing this kind of emotional hygiene ensures that you don't bring yesterday's chaos into tomorrow's energy field. You're not just cleansing your body at night, you're cleansing your soul. Lastly, anchoring is about building self-trust through consistency. When you show up for yourself daily, even in small ways, your nervous system begins to feel safe and supported. You create a home within yourself, a place you can always return to, no matter what life throws your way. Over time, these small anchoring habits compound into a powerful force. Your peace becomes non-negotiable, your presence becomes stronger, and your energy, instead of being shaped by the world, starts shaping the world around you. One of the most effective yet underestimated ways to protect your energy is to consciously choose the company you keep. Energy is contagious. The thoughts, emotions, and attitudes of those around you constantly influence your inner world, whether you realize it or not. Surrounding yourself with people who radiate positivity, authenticity, and growth. Mindedness creates a natural energetic buffer. You don't need to do all the heavy lifting yourself when your environment uplifts you. High-vibe people don't just protect your energy, they amplify it. The truth is, not everyone is meant to go where you're going. As you evolve, you may find that certain relationships no longer align with your values or frequency. It doesn't mean you're better than anyone. It simply means you're becoming more discerning about what you allow into your sacred space. Friends who once felt comforting may now feel draining if their mindset is rooted in limitation, gossip, or victimhood. High-vibrational living requires you to let go of attachments that keep you energetically stuck, release with love, and make space for aligned souls to enter. Creating a high-vibe circle isn't about perfection. It's about intentionality. Seek out people who inspire you, challenge you to grow, and hold space without judgment. These individuals might be mentors, spiritual communities, supportive friends, or even digital voices you follow online. The energy they carry will rub off on you. Their habits, language, and mindset will become part of your energetic environment. This is why it's so vital to curate not just your real life circles, but your digital space as well. Your social feed is part of your mental diet. Treat it with the same care. You also play a role in elevating the energy around you. It's not just about taking in high vibes, it's about becoming a high vibe person yourself. Be the one who speaks life into others, who sees the good, who encourages dreams and helps people rise. When you carry this type of energy, you naturally attract others who do the same. Your frequency acts like a signal, It either repels or attracts. When your energy is elevated through self-awareness, healing, and intention, those on similar journeys will gravitate toward you without effort. Finally, recognize that high environments go beyond people. They include places, experiences, and habits. A tidy, peaceful space can uplift your spirit. Nature, music, art, movement, these all carry energy. Fill your life with things that nourish your soul and remind you of your worth. When you intentionally surround yourself with the beauty, harmony, and joy of high-frequency living, your energy becomes magnetic. You no longer just protect your peace. You embody it, radiate it, and extend it to everyone you meet. Protecting your energy isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. In a world full of noise, distractions, and emotional turbulence, your peace is your power. By recognizing energy leaks, setting strong boundaries, reversing negativity with intention, anchoring yourself daily, and surrounding yourself with high-vibe people and environments, you take back control of your inner world. You are not here to be drained. You are here to rise, to shine, and to live in alignment with your highest self. The energy reverse method isn't just about defense, it's about transformation. It's about becoming so rooted in your own truth that no external force can shake you. Protect your energy like your future depends on it, because it absolutely does. Your energy is your responsibility. Guard it. Strengthen it, share it wisely. The world needs your light, but only the version of it that's fully charged, deeply grounded, and fiercely protected.